And yeah, everyone, this is Thermite, and this is the weekly updates. As always, very first link down below is Weekly Shoten Jump. Please check it out. Had such a good one this week. The recording process, a little, dicey because I had to stop on Monday and then restart on Tuesday, but you shouldn't really notice it in the reaction itself. If anything, that might have improved it slightly because in the second half, I'm not just like sweaty and exhausted as if I've just run a marathon. And there are some truly big things in this one. Like, holy crap. I mean, this week's Black Clover, this week's One Piece, this week's My Hero. All nuts. This is the 100th Me and Roboco chapter, which, isn't exactly a hype thrill fest, but is still a fantastic chapter, in its own right for what it is doing. The Undead Unluck chapter, banger. Still super into what's going on in Akane-banashi. Like, just everything is firing on all cylinders. It is so good. I apologize if I'm speaking a little loudly right now. I do have an ear infection. I guess I always have an ear infection a little bit. Like, it flares up and comes down. I haven't found a good medication that, like, completely wipes it out. So I just have to, be very careful. And evidently I messed up something recently. So, yeah, can't hear too well. Hopefully that didn't affect the editing that much. I waited until my ears were at least a little bit better before I did the editing, so should be okay. The volume might be a little bit high, but it should be okay. And yeah, hopefully this will clear up over the weekend, and then when I'm doing next week's reactions, they won't be super duper peaky. I won't be screaming through them the entire time. Speaking of, no jump next week. This was supposed to be the week in which I would do something that wasn't jump because there was no Chainsaw Man this week. But the fates were not to align like that, sadly. But next week, because there is genuinely no jump whatsoever, there's nothing that'll be taking up any of those big fat slots, so hopefully I will actually get to do something. I have been dying to do another volume of Dorohedoro, so that is top priority. Right below that is the third My Hero movie, especially since, we're doing really big things in My Hero, and, we don't know if the movies are quite canon, but it's something I would like to have on the belt rather than not. I would rather know what's going on in the movies than not. So that's also very high priority. Also because it's a movie. Like, when it comes to manga stuff, it'll last as long as I want it to last because I am a crazy person who talks on end for about, absolutely insane things. I'm very bad at, keeping it down to a maximum of, X minutes. And so a movie is pretty strong because I don't have the opportunity to just speak on something for hours and hours and hours, unless I'm hitting that pause button. But I try not to, so things move along. Anyways, that's all to say, I guess. Dorohedoro, top priority next week. Is there a Chainsaw Man chapter next week? I actually don't know. If there is, I mean, definitely we'll still do a stream for that, and probably a mini Don with that while we're at it. And yeah, the My Hero movie for sure. But yeah, that is of course all contingent on the ear, but I'm hoping it'll just clear up. It'll be fine. I have a doctor's appointment, but it's not for a while, to be honest. But if it gets really gnarly, I can always go to a walk-in, so it's whatever. That's about it. I did not expect to talk about weird medical stuff that often. So I will leave it at that. Thank you guys for continuing to support the channel. If you want more of me, please check out Donut Reactions somewhere down below. I'm on, that's my fiance, I'm on his channel as well. We do interesting stuff. We did a lot of MCU stuff that is slowly trickling out as he can edit it and put it out. And of course, there's a schedule to it and all that. So there should be a pretty regular stream of content there. That's about it, I believe. Oh, actually, I should also state, he's no longer doing, edited reactions anymore. Like, when a reactor for YouTube has to, trim down to the reactions to, 10 minutes in order to, not get striked. Yeah, it's a bit of a double-edged sword because he's not doing very well physically, and so it's just not worth it for him to do those, to do that editing on top of the editing he has to do normally in order to just, sync up the reactions and make sure they'll work and all that, and then recording the reactions. So for at least this like small era of the channel. All of his like, if you're watching like the Loki reactions, for instance, I believe that most of those are still edited down, but like I think the final 2 episodes are full length, and then going forward for like What If and whatnot, all of those should just be pure. On YouTube, you got the discussion, and then you click the link down below, and you get the full length entire ass episode reaction. So that'll be pretty darn great, because if I remember correctly, our What If reactions were pretty damn good. I had so much fun doing those. What If is genuinely one of my favorite things in the entire MCU. So, it was a bit of a tangent from Weekly Shonen Jump, but just wanted to toss in that plug. Alright, that's it. I'm blathering on too long. Bye for now. Yeah.